is already at the door. The prize is just a few centimeters from his jaw. Motherhood is a primal bond. She knows this. Trespassers are groping in the dark, searching for something to hold on to. But the fortress resists. The tunnel is too narrow. The hyena changes tactics. With each passing second, the frustration grows. 3 lives, 3 days old. Blind to the darkness. Earth flies as it tries to break down the fortress walls. The void widens, revealing the trembling life inside. A sudden gust of wind brings a scent that stops it in its tracks. Ahead, the trespasser is already at work. The spotted hyena is desperately tearing at the dry earth to break through the roof of the den. The hyena has to be quick. Terror reigns in the darkness. But salvation comes with the fury of a demon. It doesn't hesitate. The hyena turns, its jaws chattering in astonishment. The hyena lifts it up and shakes it like a rag doll. But the badger's skin is loose, its resolve like iron. Desperate to return to the feast, the hyena must fight. Mortal, it clenches a hoe of pure rage in its jaws. The hyena tries to ignore the pain. The cubs are very close, but the mother is like a shadow it cannot escape. It drags it painfully backward, inch by inch. Dust flies as the badger climbs toward the safety of the ground. The hunter waits at the threshold. He cannot allow danger to remain here. Inside, the lives of the little cubs depend on his courage. He emerges not to flee, but to drive his jaws away from his relatives. The hyena lunges, its jaws clenching into the loose, rubbery skin. The badger, effortlessly lifted from the ground, hangs in the air as if helpless against such overwhelming force. To lose here means to condemn a lineage to silence. Once again, it retreats to the fortress of its den. The siege continues. The hunter charges into the darkness of the entrance, unwilling to leave them in peace. It clashes head-on with him, a black and white rage erupting from the earth. It repels him, then retreats, becoming the living door of its home. The tactics change. It stays low, its teeth searching the sensitive pads of the hyena's feet. The honey badger constantly bites the hyena's feet. The pain becomes a very high price for a meal. The giant retreats, defeated by a creature much smaller than itself. In the depths of the cool darkness, the mother curls up around her cubs. They are safe, exhausted, but the fortress defended. She stops to look at her wounded paws, licking the wounds. Size is not the only measure of strength. Even the strongest hunter must learn when to retreat. The savannah always respects those who refuse to submit. Hyenas are adapted to a life built on resilience and opportunity. These powerful carnivores possess bone-crushing jaws capable of breaking and digesting what most predators leave behind. They convert piles of waste into vital energy. Living in complex clans led by dominant females, hyenas rely on cooperation and sharp intelligence. They are often mistaken for simply scavengers.